Hi everyone, my name is Nita, and today I'm going to be talking about this book, Hello Universe, by Erin and Trana Kelly. The genre of this book is realistic fiction, and the reason why it's realistic fiction is because it's made up and it's something that can actually happen in real life, so it doesn't have dragons or magic and stuff like that. And this is a novel because it's longer than a novella. So here are some of the main characters in the story, and this one is the protagonist. His name is Virgil Salinas, and he is an 11-year-old boy. He is quiet, shy, introverted, but nice. He's also really punctual, which just means that he's on time. And he also doesn't have the courage to stand up for himself, and he won't argue with anyone. His zodiac sign, which has to be mentioned because it's a big part of the story, is Pisces, which means that he's always at odds with himself, and he's also indecisive. The next one is my personal favorite, and her name is Kaori Tanaka. She is a fortune teller, and she's very, very mature. She has natural leadership skills, and she's also really intelligent and independent. She likes to think of herself as a 65-year-old freedom fighter reincarnated into the body of this girl. And she also likes to tell everyone that she was born in the misty high mountains of a samurai village. She is a proud Gemini, which means that she's intelligent and sometimes nosy as well. She also has a little sister, and her name is Jen Tanaka. She is energetic and curious, and she loves to try new things. There was a part in the book where she kept telling Kaori she wanted to crack an egg on a car because she heard that if it's hot enough, the egg will actually cook. She is a Cancer, which means that she's friendly and curious. So this next one is, he is a bully, and his name is Chet Owens. He loves to pick on everyone, especially Virgil, and his nickname for Virgil is Retard or Retardo. And he's arrogant, ambitious, ruthless, and really immature. In the book, he wanted to catch a snake with his bare hands, and he ended up getting bitten, and he decided to wrap the injury up, which would cause the injury to get infected. He also has a tough shell on the outside, which just means that he acts really cool and smart, and he tries to let people feel like he's tough, but he's actually not. The last one is Valencia Somerset, and she is deaf. She is independent, curious, she loves nature, she's stubborn, confident, and also adventurous. She is a Scorpio, which means that she's passionate, strategic, and persistent. Basic plot summary. So in the beginning, Virgil just feels like a grand failure because he was planning to know Valencia better. He was planning to talk to her in the beginning of the school year, but the school year already ended and he still didn't say one word to her. So he decides to go to Kaori and ask her for help. Kaori senses that something bad is going to happen to him, and she also senses that Valencia and Virgil are meant to be friends. So she tells him to get 5 stones and come back to her house next time. He gets stuck in a well on the journey because of Chet. So Virgil went into the forest, and Chet was in the forest as well. And Chet, being a bully and liking to pick on Virgil, he decided to throw Virgil's backpack into the well. And then Virgil had to go get it, and then he got stuck and he couldn't get out. And then Kaori, Jen, and Valencia decided to find him. And the reason why Valencia is actually with Kaori and Jen is because she also had an appointment that same day, but Virgil's appointment was before hers. And Virgil, being a Pisces, he's supposed to be punctual, and he didn't come, so Kaori felt like something was wrong and something bad happened to him, so the 3 of them go on this adventure. In the end, they do find him, and Virgil finally gathers the courage to say hello to Valencia. So, character development. Virgil, in the beginning, he was really shy and he had no courage. But after being in the well, because in the well he encountered some things, he encountered this winged guy called Pa, and he was about to actually eat Virgil, but it's kind of like a story, so it's not really real. But after that, he became more brave and confident. And the next one is Valencia. In the beginning, she couldn't really trust anyone, and she liked to do things solo, so she only wanted to be with herself, and she didn't like being around other people because of something that happened when she was younger. But after meeting Corey, Jen, and Virgil, she learned that it's actually okay and there are some nice people in the world. And the last one is Virgil's family. In the beginning, they didn't really understand him that much because he would never speak up for himself. And so if he didn't like something, he wouldn't even say it, he'd just keep it to himself. But in the end, he decided to tell them some things about him and they understood. The setting is in another world, just basically like Earth. And a few places are Boyd Middle School, which is the middle school that they go to, and then Maple Street, which is the street that Corey lives on, and then Elm Street, which Chet and Virgil live on, plus the Forest, Super Savers, which is a supermarket, and a well. Some themes in the story include friendship because it's all about the five of them, Valencia, Virgil, Corey, Jen, and Chet, just coming together. And also courage because Virgil lacks courage and you learn to have more courage. And then understanding because Virgil's family doesn't really understand him. And then Valencia also thinks that her parents don't understand her as well. About the author. Her name is Erin Entrada Kelly, and she got a Newbery Medal for Hello Universe, plus a lot of honors for another novel that she wrote called Blackbird Fly, including Kirkus Best Book, School Library Journal Best Book, and other stuff. And she grew up in Louisiana and now lives in Delaware. Her mom is from the Philippines, so in this story there's just some like stuff that's from like Filipino culture that you wouldn't really like know in the beginning because it's not part of like American or Chinese culture. Personally, I felt that the story was really meaningful. It had just a bunch like friendship. I think it was really like it left a deep impression on me, and I think it was really enjoyable as well. And it's also worth the time to read. I think that it's actually not that long, like it looks really thick, but you can actually read it in a short amount of time. And I also think that it has like an interesting plot. Like it's kind of funny how he falls into a well just to get his backpack, and he can't get out, but it's definitely worth the time, and I would definitely recommend you guys to read it. Thank you for listening to my presentation.